start off with this gorgeous holiday snap. And
yeah, that's a
killer
strong
rig.
one.
Tell us where you're at and what you're rocking.
So we're in New York City, and I remember, I think it was like 2018, and we went for New York Fashion Week. So I went with two friends, a photographer and a makeup artist. And obviously had to take some TDS, so we did some street styling stuff. And it was so hot, because we went in September, and we thought it's going to be perfect fall weather, and couldn't have been hotter. So I still wore the jacket. I committed to the fit. So I've got like a minty faux fur bomber, unzipped, a bit more summery, wearing it kind of off the shoulder because it's boiling hot.
And you're showing off the asymmetric slash.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, a little old. You can't go wrong with a plain black top. So asymmetric top, little bun in my hair, which I always go for. And trousers, they're also handmade by mum. So my brother came back from travelling. He had loads of cool baggy pants. And I was like, I'm into that, but I want them more tailored. So it's like it's like a pinstripe, beige pinstripe, and like quite baggy at the top, like balloon fit, and then a thinner leg, which is just really cool. Quite funky trainers. I think they were from, I'm trying to think now, probably ASOS.
Picking out the colours of the
exactly.
the bag and the top.
And the bum bag as well, which is one of ours, which is made from like a quilt with oriental silk with a chunky zip. So one of my favourite outfits, which I do love.
Beautiful, killer fit. For those people that haven't watched the main episode yet, they might not be up to speed with TDS. So give us a 2-sentence history of what it is that you do with your mum.
Okay, so a mother-daughter duo, and we hand make one-of-a-kind bomber jackets. So this is one of the bomber jackets I'm wearing in New York. And yeah, this picture went pretty viral, and then it had loads of people saying, we want this jacket, where can we find it? Because we only make one of a kind. They're pretty special. So yeah, I did end up keeping that one for me, I have to say.
What temperature are we talking in New York at that time of year then?
Honestly,
30s?
it was so hot, peak heat. And you know, we're on like what's the underground?
Subway.
The subway, and it's roasting, and I'm like, I've got to commit to the outfit. I can't take this off.
What are the insulative properties of a TDS bomber jacket?
So, yeah, cozy kind of, obviously faux furs, they do keep you so warm, and they have a scuba edging, and they're lined in satin, so they are to keep you warm. So, but like I say, it's unzipped, so a little bit more summery. And I guess the colours are more summery, hence why, you know, it looks great in this picture with the blue sky and the lavender in the back. So, yeah.
Popping. What are the shades? They're pretty chic as well.
Honestly, my cupboard are full of TDS jackets and sunglasses.
Yeah, I was going to say,
they are my
it
go-to.
seems synonymous with
so I couldn't
your
tell you where these are from, but they're probably vintage, charity shop number, because you always find the best in there.
Indeed.
And I could honestly open a sunglasses shop with how many ones I own. But yeah, I think they're a charity shop special, to be honest. Still got them.
Oh, it looks like a lovely day. You've got the kind of start of autumn brown leaves on the floor.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Surrounded by lavender.
And obviously, because it's Fashion Week, there was such a buzz in the city. It was mega. It was so cool.
So were you out there working?
Yeah, well, we went to do a shoot because we thought it would be a perfect time to get people in the street. You know, could you put a jacket on? We'll get some shots. And so we were not necessarily with New York Fashion Week, but we were doing our own kind of creative stuff. And Em Wood, makeup artist, who's my very, very good friend. So we managed to get some good looks and just do more street style shots of like models off duty kind of thing. So it was really cool.
Nice. And is there a palpable fashion buzz around the city at that time of year? Can you see you can spot people like you're here for Fashion Week?
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And one night we managed to get this amazing restaurant in Brooklyn, and just what people were wearing were incredible. Honestly, I'll have to show you some pictures or add them to this episode, because you just couldn't stop looking at people. It was amazing.
Yeah, we'll flash them up
really
on screen.
Really special.
Right, let's move on to this next one. Once again, surrounded by flowers. Seems to be a bit of a theme. And once again, in hyper colours.
And some mad little trainers as well.
Sick. Look at them fabrics. That's so early 90s childhood for me.
Yeah.
Right, tell us what you're rocking, where you're at.
Kids wear is very important to me, because my mum, before obviously we joined forces, my mum made kids clothing. So she's always made my clothes since a kid. So this is also a little one by her. She made me these fruity shorts. And this fabric here, that was actually mine and my brother's like duvet.
Insane.
So I think she chopped some off the duvet and added it to this t-shirt. So a bit of reworking went on. And yeah, I've always loved jazzy colours, been surrounded by lots of textures and fabric growing up, obviously with mum teaching fashion. So this is a special one because it's bright, it's funky. I've got my trainers. I love a good trainer as well.
They're class.
I'm out in nature, which I love to be. So yeah, pretty fun. I'm amazed I'm not wearing sunglasses though. I'm sure there's another picture with me in my sunglasses. But yeah, this is a bit of a reworked outfit by mum and some little fruity shorts made by her.
When did you stop being blonde? What age?
I think it was probably about 8 or 9. I lost my blondie. But yeah, I was very, very blonde back in the day.
It's mad looking through all these photos people show us once from when they were a kid, and like 90% of the dark-haired people are like start off as blondies. I was pretty blonde as a kid.
Really? God, I can't imagine that.
It's nuts, isn't it? And one of the lads we had on yesterday showed us. I was like, "Who's that little blonde kid?" He's got like black-looking hair. It's a transition we all go through.
Yeah. To be fair, I was a lot blonder than that. It looks quite dark, but yeah.
Summer hair, sun bleached.
Yeah.
So that t-shirt, you're saying the fabrics on the sleeves are from a duvet. Would your mum have kind of got a pre-existing t-shirt and added them sleeves on?
Yeah, she would have done that. 'Cause she made all our clothes. I mean, but this one, I just remember it a lot because it was quite out there and jazzy. And I remember playing with my cousin, and she was in a lot more neutral tones than me. And it was like, whoa, like you're expressing yourself at this age, like having fun with what you wear. And I remember even then being like, my mum made this, because it's just quite a nice, I love repping what my mum's made. And as a kid, you can have fun with your clothes. So yeah, she would have reworked that. And I think I can spot I used to love little hair braids as well. Right. So I think I can spot a little braid.
Did you have one of them machines that like
twizzly? Yeah.
They look so fun then.
So good. So yeah, that was a fun time. But yeah, she would have made that and added the little stitch at the bottom.
She must have seen the logo on it. So I think it says Kenya on it with some kind of abstracted logo. She must have seen the colours and thought that would go with that bedspread.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and my dad was born in Africa, so we had a lot of like cool patterned t-shirts from Africa growing up as well.
Class.
So yeah, a real mix.
Like, I think as you get older, if you had a piece of clothing that incorporated a childhood bedspread, you'd be so like keyed into the kind of memory and comfort that gave you.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think even as a kid, you were probably subconsciously aware like this is me. It's something I've slept in. It's been a part of me. Like,
yeah.
Do you think you kind of felt that looking back? Or?
Yeah, I think so. And also with my brother as well, he loved Action Men, and obviously I had Barbies. My mum would make them little outfits out of remnant fabrics or old bed sheets or pillowcases that were funky. So they do just give that home comfort feel, and it's again different and playful and fun. And everyone jokes now that kids are they wear quite beige stuff because it's quite an aesthetic. But I love looking back at these kind of pictures because they're just fun. But yeah, that element of home in what we wear is true.
And I know with what you do today, like your mum takes care of the kind of physical, technical side of things.
Yeah.
When she was making Action Man outfits and Barbie outfits, did you have creative input on what those looked like, or was she kind of doing everything on that side of things as well?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, I mean, we'd come up with ideas, and my brother, he had a whole Action Man range. It was incredible. Action Man for diving, Action Man for mountaineering, sleeping bags were made, honestly. So we were involved in the process, but then we let mum work her magic and produce the goods. And then we try them on our Barbie dolls and Action Men like a whole little fashion show. It was cool.
Beautiful. Let's go for this one where the silhouette of the jeans is giving its moment.
Yeah.
Tell us where we're at here.
Oh, some good jeans. This is like our most recent, and I love this because obviously we've got our new crochet cardigans, and I'm wearing a TDS in this again. But the jeans, my brother lived in Strasbourg for a bit, which is a really cool place, and never really knew much of it.
Where's Strasbourg again? What country?
Like,
is it German Swiss?
Yeah, German Swiss on the border, the Alsace region.
Okay.
So didn't know much about it, and this is years ago now. And me and mum went to visit, and there's this really cool like vintage secondhand designer shop, and these happen to be in there. I don't know what design they are. They don't seem to have a label, but they're my go-to, and they're like this cool ballooned shape, and they just are the perfect fit. And it makes me sad that skinny jeans are coming back. I don't want it to happen.
Fly the flag for balloon.
Yeah, and they're just the best. Like, in terms of like body shape and size, they're perfect for me. So I wish I had them in every colour. To be fair, I could get my mum to make me a little collection of these balloon jeans.
Get them on the website.
I'm watching. Yeah.
All right. So break down the rest of the fit. We've got a cap on top. Is it a camo thing?
Yeah, little camo cap that was from Shoreditch when I was last there. Some kind of sports spec sunnies.
Yeah, they're
again.
like silvery.
Yeah, like mirrored lens on them. I bought them specifically for a hiking shoot, and I just thought, these are sick. I'm going to keep them.
Super space age, like retro,
I love them.
90s fit, but looking futuristic. And the top, another of yours.
Top, another TDS, bit of proper kind of statement red with a mix of brown, which I do love. I'm proper into red. Do love that colour at the moment. And then, just another double hoop. Can't beat a little hoop. But I realised I was wearing a cap wrong, because I've always wanted to wear a cap, right? And I used to think, I just do not suit caps. And I wasn't putting my hair behind my ears.
Okay.
And I think that's the trick for girls.
All right.
Otherwise, you just got hair and a cap, and it
that like elven look
yeah,
where it's split by the ear.
It doesn't look right, so it needs to be behind the ear.
Okay.
So I've mastered it.
I try a few different hair arrangements with my caps, and I've got a pretty massive head, so it's difficult to find the perfect cap. But I was watching a tutorial on TikTok the other day about fitting your peak to your head, and how you have to like steam the plastic and hold it in place until it kind of dries. So it is a labour of love finding and then fitting the perfect cap.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to touch on in this is the crochet. We'll talk about it a bit more in the main pod, but that's the first time I saw TDS and thought, maybe I could have one of these. I'm in love with the crochet at the moment. I've got a couple of crochet shirts, and the stuff you turn out is absolutely beautiful.
And I do rate this picture especially because it's from a video that I put on TikTok, and TikTok can be a scary place, and Gen Z's kind of rule the roost on there.
Yeah.
But the feedback for the fit was strong, so I thought, I feel like I've made it. I'm safe.
Got the Gen Z seal of approval.
Yeah, exactly. So
was it a TikTok like unveiling a recent collection or something like that?
Yeah, and it was the reason I'm in a fur jacket with the crochet is because we made crochet specifically for the summer. You know what British summer was like?
Yeah.
It was pissing it down, freezing cold. So I made a TikTok of like when you've literally spent months making crochet for it to be freezing in the UK. Hence why I'm in my jacket in the studio. So it was one of them.
Everything that you do is handmade. And I can see, you're getting amazing materials, dead stock materials, and creating the bombers. But like crochet, is that not a impossibly time-consuming fabric to make? Like,
it is.
It looks like each one of them jackets would take like years to make.
Well, they do, and this is the thing, when you go to Zara or a high street shop, crochet is so cheap, and it's just heartbreaking because you just know, well, obviously it's not been made ethically, but the time this takes to create can take months, and we're very blessed. We work with local crocheters
That'll do.
and knitters who live in our village, and some of them are very elderly, and my nana knitted and crocheted throughout all her life. So we actually had, when she passed away, I inherited her fabric box, so we actually had already crocheted squares and patches, so that was beautiful. So
tell me you've got one of those jackets yourself.
I do.
Oh,
It was
beautiful.
too special to part with, so I've got my nana's squares within my cardigan. So it is a labour of love, but we're very lucky to work with very talented knitters and crocheters.
That's amazing. So much like memory and passion baked into the brand. I love it.
Yeah, hugely.
Trust me, it feels amazing. Strangers